No, sir.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So no, I will recap briefly what we had discussed yesterday. Don't worry. Okay.
Sir, when we
But
will be doing the quiz?
the quiz will be on the final day, Bhumi, on yesterday. Sorry, tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is our final session. So we will have our quiz on that day. So we have today Vaishnavi, Bhumi, Manasvi, Asta, Uddhav, and Sai. Okay, please switch on your videos if possible. I guess no one else is joining. Can we start? Anyone else is joining? I don't see any message in the group. Okay. So yeah. So we will start our session today as well with the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. So yesterday, all of you chanted for some time, 5 minutes. In today's session also, we will start our session with chanting. So anyone can
Sir,
put a
can I
timer for
record?
5 minutes.
So can I record?
Okay, okay. So Bhumi will keep a watch on time. Tell us when the 5 minutes are over, and all of us will start with the prayers. All of you. Yes. Anyone is saying something? Okay, Vaishnavi. Yes.
Sir,
You are
shall I
asking
set the
something?
timer?
Can I put the timer?
So
Okay,
shall I
let
set the
Bhumi
timer?
keep. Yeah, we'll start. Just let Bhumi keep. Uh, we can others can focus on
So
chanting.
you do for 5 minutes.
We'll do for 5 minutes. Okay. So all of you are ready. Give me a thumbs up if we can start. Bring your japa mala if you want. But do quick and okay. Let me know when you are ready so that we can start. Yes, I'll tell you to start. Let when everyone is ready. Uh, I cannot see you, so you do tell me that when you are ready. So I can see Manasvi is ready, Bhumi is ready, Vaishnavi is coming. What about others? Astha, Uddhav, Sai, all of you are ready?
Sir, I will be switching
Yes,
on
sir.
my camera after some time. Is it okay?
That's okay. That's okay. But are you ready for the japa?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Uddhav and Sai?
So shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll start. You can start the timer. So we will start with the prayers. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna.
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Srivasadi
Now we can start. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare
ये जप्पा
Krishna
मार
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare
Sir, it's 5 minutes.
Sir, 30 seconds are remaining.
Krishna.
Sir, 5 minutes are over.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
it was over.
okay. So, yes. So, okay, Dhruvi has also joined. So, thank you all for joining in for the chanting. right? So, one more thing I wanted to share with all of you, that so since we are why we are practicing this in every session, so that we get a habit of chanting every day, right? So every day we should spend some time for chanting. People who are chanting earlier, from before, as well, they can give more time. Okay, my voice is low. So I was saying that what I wanted to share was that we are practicing this in the classes so that we can have a make a habit of chanting every day, right? So make it a part of your life every day. Make sure that you chant without fail, just like you do not fail to eat your breakfast or your dinner, right? So, but so similarly, we should never fail to chant as well. It should be a part of our daily active life, and you will see the transformation that will happen after this will be tremendous, right? So all the knowledge that we are getting is on one side, and the knowledge of chanting is on the other side, right? So all the right now we are getting knowledge, and when you chant, when you pray, this knowledge becomes your asset. You can apply it into your lives. Why we are learning this knowledge? So that we can apply it when we need it, right? So that becomes our asset when we pray and we chant. So it is very, very important to, continue this. I strongly recommend all of you to, chant every day. I know some of you are already chanting, so keep it up. You can also, on your holidays, you can, increase your time of chanting as well. If you are doing 1 round, you can do 2 round as well if you have holidays, right? But never miss your chanting. All right. We are uh, done. It's 9:30, so we will now get started with our discussion for uh, uh,
So your voice
where
is
we
low.
left. Yes, where we left yesterday. Okay. Okay. Let me increase the voice here. Let me see if I can increase.
Sir, I can hear you properly.
I understand in some devices the voice may be little low, so that's okay. I will speak louder only because at my side
Sir, I can hear
volume
you
is
now.
full. Okay. So what I was saying, any one of you have any doubts in whatever we have discussed till today? Any questions you have? Want to ask any something? Clarify or do anything? You want to add something? You want to share some of your realizations or some of your knowledge? Anyone? Bhumi, Astha, anyone? Vaishnavi, Manasvi,
So can
Uddhav.
you repeat what we have to say?
My question is, you have any questions or any realizations that you want to share? No, is it?
Sir, I have to share something.
Yeah, sure.
Sir,
Go
when
ahead.
I was small or till I did not join these classes, there were many people who said souls were ghosts, souls are bad spirits, and all of these things. And I was really interested to know that how are these, where do they come from, how are they made up of, and I learned all details about them in this class, and I love to know that.
Okay. So now you know that the souls are not all souls are ghosts or bad spirits. So yes, very good. Anyone else? Thank you, Asta. Any other comments?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can I say?
Yes, yes, Dhruvi.
Sir, after joining this class, all of my confusions were gone about actually souls only, because souls, many confusion are there. I have heard many things, and are they good or are they bad? What do they become after death? So, and how does the body, like, is the body main or the soul main, first of all? So I just got the answer of all my questions, and I'm really happy to be a part of.
Okay, good, nice.
Sir,
Yes, Bhumi.
Sir, can I
Yes,
say
thank
something?
you, Dhruvi.
sir,
Okay, okay,
I
one
was,
by one we'll go. Yes, yes, Bhumi. Go ahead.
sir, it was a great learning that about that ghost, that karma ghost. I really didn't know about the karma ghost, that they are really there, and they can
Okay.
cause many sins. The sins we cause can lead us to bad things. I didn't know that thing, so it was great, I think.
Hmm. So we learned about the karma ghost, right? So, it was, I also, when I first saw that video, I was also, actually, I have heard the concepts, but what what is the thing? When you see it in a form of a video, it really puts an impression on your mind and you can retain it for longer time. So I told you actually the karma, the whatever you saw in the karma host, I already told you in all the coming classes that were happening. But when you saw it in form of video, it actually really impacted you and put an impression on your mind. So that's the beauty of actually images and videos and graphics. So
Yes, sir,
wonderful.
and it creates a long, lasting interest in it. And that I was so
Hmm.
interested in it.
Yes, correct, correct. Okay, thank you. Yes, Manasi.
Sir, actually, before I joined ISKCON, I had phobias for ghosts and all. I felt like ghosts were really scary and they can kill us. But now, when I joined this class and learned about souls, I just found out that they're just roaming around without no bodies, but they don't actually have any powers or anything.
Hmm. Correct. Actually, I also was, everyone of us, we are afraid of ghosts because they have, you know, we hear about them a lot, but actually no one understands them, what they are or why they are roaming. So actually, they are also people like us. Only thing is they do not have a body like us, right? So some ghosts are bad, buri atma, but they are very minor portion. Out of 100, there may be one or two who may be little notorious and do some bad activities. But others, they are good souls. Actually, they help you also. You will be amazed to know that many times, many of our family forefathers also, they sometimes help us, although they are not here, but they subtly they help us, right? There many occasions I have also heard in real life, true stories I have heard from my friends also, how they come and they help, and also there are references in the Shastras, right? So yeah, all of these are true.
Sir,
Yes, Vaishnavi.
sir, can I ask a question?
Yeah, yeah.
So you said that our souls have entered a new body, which is us, and
Hmm.
they were before us also, like thousand and millions of years ago. So when I heard in many places that after a person dies, his or her soul goes to heaven. So is that true?
Yes. So based on the karma, they go to heaven or hell. today I have, we have one drama also. I will show you what happens when the body leaves the soul leaves the body. So based on the karma, whether if he has good karma, he goes to heaven, and if he has bad karma, he goes to hell, right? And or he can go to both, right? For some time he can go to heaven, and other times he can go to hell, or sometime for hell and other times to heaven. But there also, it's not like the soul is completely gone. The soul actually gets there another body, just like the demigods. Who are the demigods? The demigods, like you see, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, and all of his associates. Who and Apsaras? Who are they? Actually, they are people like us who have done good karma and they had ascended to the heaven, right? So no, they are not different than all of you or all of us, right? Correct? That is the concept of going to heaven. And similarly, people who do sins, they go to hell, and hell they have to suffer a lot, right? So there is a lot of suffering. So we'll see one drama. You will get a even better picture of that.
So,
Okay,
sir, after
Vaishnavi.
going to heaven or hell, you are saying that they are still on the earth. So, how is that possible?
No, they are not on the Earth. So there are different planets. Earth is a planet where humans live, and humans and all the this is known as the Martya Loka, Mrityu Lok, where it is a central portion, right? It is a middle portion. Then there is down also there are planets, right? They are known as the
Patal
hellish
Loka.
planets. Yeah, hellish Patal is the lowest of all. There are seven actually. Below there are seven. Atala, Sutala, Vitala. In the end, there is Patal, right? And there the hellish planets are there, right? If you go up, there is Bhuvar, then Swargaloka, then Tapaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, then Tapaloka, like that. So it's also like a layer by layer. You can understand it like people who go do good things, they go up, they rise to upper planets. People who do bad things, they go down to lower planets. Understand? So it's not like only Earth is there. The science currently doesn't know about all of those things. If you read Shastras, if you read Srimad Bhagavatam or many of the Puranas, you will find a description of the universe, which says that Earth is just a small portion of where living entities reside. There are many other planets. Like you see, even on the moon there is life. The demigods. It is a heavenly planet actually. But why we are not able to scientists when they go to moon? Why they are not able to see? Because demigods have they are not like us normal people. They have more sophisticated technology. They can make everything invisible to our eyes. They are living in a different dimension, right? If you have seen the movie Interstellar, right? So there you will see they talk about the dimensions of time and other things, right? The fourth dimension or fifth dimension, right? So it's basically beyond our perception because human mind is everybody has specific capacity to understand things, right? Demigods have higher intelligence; they can understand even more subtle matters, and we can understand lesser. People who are below us, the animals and all, they can understand even lesser, right? So that is the thing.
Okay, sir.
Yes, so we have multiple questions coming up. Okay, we'll see. Questions are good. Okay, Vaishnavi is raising hand since long time. Yes, Vaishnavi. Then I'll take question of Manasvi and Sai Srinivasan. Okay.
Sir, my question is that how can we be free with the cycle of life?
How can we be free from the cycle of life? So I answered that question, Vaishnavi, yesterday when Manasvi asked, why yoga? By practicing yoga, right? So what is the meaning of yoga? Connecting with God. So actually, you have to understand what is the reason we are caught up in this cycle of birth and death. The reason is we have forgotten God, right? We do not remember God. We have separated from God. And that is why we have been put into this cycle of birth and death, right? And in illusion. So what is the So what would be the solution? The solution would be to again remember God, again connect to God. That is why it is said we should hear about God, we should try to read about God, we should pray to God. Why? Why? Because that helps us to remember Him. And once you are fully connected to Him, you automatically transcend all the illusions of this world, right? The Maya, the Moha, the illusions. You leave it and you go to Him. But that's I told in the gist, that's a complete uh, application, and that's a whole lot of practice that takes it to make it happen, to give up this cycle. It's not so easy, right? But we know the path, right? We know the path is the solution is practicing yoga. And also we will see today what is the topmost yoga, right? That is the bhakti yoga, right? The bhakti yoga is the topmost yoga of all the four yogas that we saw: karma, jnana, ashtanga, right? So we'll see Krishna also tells in Bhagavad Gita, right? We will see authoritatively how bhakti yoga is the topmost way to connect to God. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Sir, I have also one more doubt, that where
Yeah.
is heaven?
Where is
It
heaven?
means it's on a planet or it's under the earth?
No, it's not under the earth. It's a different planet altogether, right? So heaven is not just one planet. It's a collection of planets, right? So if you want to see, I will share one video. Since time is less, so I'll not be able to show you. But there is one video which explains the whole. I think I have shown that in one of the Vidyashram sessions. Manasvi and Uddhav, you remember that?
Yes, sir.
The structure of the universe, right? There is a video very wonderful which tells the whole structure of the universe, the cosmology, right? It says that, above the earthly planets there are heavenly planets, right? The heaven. So moon is a planet, a heavenly planet. Sun is a heavenly planet. People live there. We cannot see them because they are, their technology is much more sophisticated and they are in higher dimensions. But actually, people live there. Their body, just like people who live on sun, their body is made up of fire. You know that? And that is why they can live. Because if you want to live in fire, you have to be fiery. Otherwise, you will burn. So their body is made up of fire. And even on Earth, people have discovered certain insects which can live in fire. Right? If you research, you will find there are some insects which can live in fire. Now you'll ask me how someone can live in fire. But yes, that's possible. If your body is made like
Sir, I
just
also
like
know one
Sir,
insect,
maybe their
but I
body
forgot
is
its
made
name.
from metal.
no, not metal, from fire. That since our body also has some amount of fire, you know that. But majority, so we know that we have heard, right? It's made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. Air is also there, ether is also there, fire is also there, and earth is in majority. That means carbon is in majority, but fire is very less. So, but people who live just like people who are fishes who live in aquatics, what is their body made up of mostly? Water.
Water.
Yes. Some amount of carbon is earth is also there, but it's very less. More is water. More than I think 90% of their body is made up of water. Similarly, fire also more than 99% is made up of fire, like that.
Sir,
So yes,
if the body is made up of fire, can we live in fire, sir?
yes. So you have to have a certain type of body to live in certain atmosphere, right? So people who live on, just like there is in Bhagavad Gita, if you see there is a shloka. Imam, there is a mention of the king of the sun planet. What is the name? Anyone knows the king of the sun planet?
Sir, Suryadev. Sir, Suryadev.
Suryadev. Sir, Suryadev.
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 No, Suryadev is what you call him, but he has a specific name. Just like here you have Bhumi here. Just like Prime Minister has a name, Narendra Modi. Correct. So Suryadev is a position, Surya, but he has a name. Who is that? Vivaswan. there's a shloka in Bhagavad Gita which says, Krishna says that I told this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita first to Vivaswan, the sun god. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita which comes, I think, in the 3rd chapter, I suppose. Not sure. And so yeah, there is a king. That means there would be people. But otherwise, why the king would be leading a ruling a planet? There would be people living there, right? Okay. Okay. Next question. Okay, Manasri is raising hand.
Sir, actually, in ancient Greek, the people who lived in Greek used to say Helios.
Helios is what?
It's meaning of it's the meaning of a god is used to pronounce God as Helios.
Okay. Yeah. Different actually countries also. Actually, in Egypt also. You're talking about Egypt or Greek? Okay, Greece. You're talking about. Yes. Yes.
So in
So in
Egypt,
Greece also.
the sun god Ra.
Yeah. So in different countries also, you will see there are different gods based on sun god and
Ra or Ray
Ra.
or Ray.
okay, whatever it is, different people pronounce it in different words.
Yes, sir. Some
Right?
people in Egypt call it Ra and some people call it Re. And sometimes there is a fight amongst them because of that.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't have to go in the fight. We know that our yes.
And sir, in Africa, they are used to say Sunil.
Correct. And in Japan, there is also mention of such demigods. Right? Okay, so you understand the point. The point is people can live in different circumstances based on their body, and there are heavenly and hellish planets actually. Okay, last question before we go. Okay, Manasvi, you can ask.
Sir, I've heard that heaven is not permanent while hell is, but why is that so?
Pardon?
Sir, I've heard that heaven is not permanent while hell is permanent and people suffer there. But why is hell permanent but not heaven?
See, no one of them is permanent. So this whole, what to speak of heaven and hell, this whole universe is not permanent. You know that? At the time of Pralay, at the time of devastation, I told you about little bit about Pralay when I was telling you about Markandeya Rishi.
Yes,
You remember?
Destruction of earth.
Yeah. So actually, at the end of the life of Brahma, the whole universe is destroyed. Everything which is there, the sun, the moon, the planets, earth, heaven and hell, everything is destroyed, right? All the demigods, everyone is killed. No one is
Sir, because
remaining.
of the ocean's water. Everyone is dead because of the ocean's water.
Yeah, and that is not the ocean water of Earth. That is the Garbhodhak ocean. If you see the structure of the universe, I'll share the video in the chat. There is actually the ocean. This universe is half filled with ocean, and the ocean is known as Garbhodhak. It is a spherical shape. This universe, and it is half filled with Garbhodhak ocean. On the top of the Garbhodhak ocean, who is lying? The Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu navel, what comes out? Who comes out of the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu?
Ramba.
A lotus field, a lotus flower, on the top of whom Brahma is sitting, right? And this lotus flower rises up, and the stem of the lotus flower actually is consisting of all the planets, right? So in the middle of the stem, there is the Earth planet, top is the Tapaloka, and the bottom, the hellish planets are there. You understand? At the time of the destruction, everything goes. So, I don't know where you read Manasvi. So it may be in a different context that you read hell is eternal, or because I do not know the context, so I cannot comment more. But the thing is, this universe gets getting destructed and constructed again and again, right? So it's nothing is permanent here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now we shall proceed because we have important shlokas to discuss today, right? Okay, yeah. Do the prayers and we'll get started. Om Jnanatimidandhasya
Om Ajnanatimidandhasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya
Jnananjalakaya
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Yena
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Tasmai Shri
Namaste
Gurave
Gurave
Namaha.
Namaha.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Srivasadi Gauravinda.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so now we will get started with our discussion today. So we have discussed these topics. What is yoga? What is the concept of karma? Now we will start why one should become a yogi, right? So I told you what is yoga and karma and all, but the question comes why one should practice yoga. Is it okay? Yes.
So also
One should be practicing yoga. One should be practicing yoga too, because yoga has many benefits. Like he or she can calm down, and then feel relaxing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they are also connected to God.
Mm-hmm. Good. All of you are learning.
Just
Nice.
a peace of
They
mind.
also make a body fit.
And give us peace of mind, correct? Yes, Manasi, want to add?
Sir, while we are alive, like while the soul is in the body, at that time we can become mentally healthy. But also, whenever the soul is not there, or whenever the soul is there in the body, we can also get connected to God easily.
Correct. So all of you have learned nicely. Good. So I told you two benefits of yoga. One is being equipoised. That means being stable and focused and keeping our attention, one pointed, right? So these okay, these all we saw benefits. Today we will see the third benefit of it. So the third benefit is the most interesting one, right? So what is the third benefit? We will see through a sloka, right? So we will recite the shloka, and then there is a story that is related to the shloka. We'll see. Okay, so all of you can recite, unmute and repeat after me. This is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, shloka number 46. Oh, no, sorry. This is not the benefit, I think. Pardon me. So this is one of the reasons that Krishna tells for yoga. Now we'll see the benefit of yoga in the next class. Okay, sorry, next section. So this is why Krishna says one should become a yogi, right? So we are hearing from Krishna what reason he gives for becoming a yogi. So please repeat after me. Tapasvibhyo
Tapasvibhyo
adhiko yogi
tikho yogi
janan jnanibhyo
Jnanibhyo
apimato adhikah karmibhyas
karmibhyas
chadhiko
jadikho
yogi
yogi
tasmad
tasmad
yogi
yogi
bhava arjuna
bhavarjuna
tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi
tapasvibhyo yogi
ज्ञानिभ्यो अपि मतो अधिको
adhiko
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
कर्मिभ्याश्चाधिको
yogi
तस्माद् योगी भव अर्जुन
tasmad yogi
bhavarjuna
तपस्विभ्यो अधिको योगी
tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi
ज्ञानिभ्यो अपि मतो अधिकः
ज्ञानेभ्यो विमतोऽधिकः
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
कर्मिभ्याश्चाधिको योगी
तस्माद् योगी भव अर्जुन
तस्माद् योगी भव अर्जुन.
Now I need 3 volunteers, right, who would recite this shloka. There are coming shlokas also. The 3 volunteers I'll ask for every shloka to read. Okay, so first, based on first come first, I will pick up. So I can see first raised hand is Bhumi. Okay, read.
तपस्विभ्यो अधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्यो अपि मतो अधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन.
Wonderful. Thank you. Next, I can see Asta.
Yes, sir. तपस्विभ्यो अधिको योगी ज्ञानभ्यो अपि मतो अधिको कर्मभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन.
Wonderful. Thank you. Sai Srinivasan.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्यो अपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन.
Wonderful. Thank you, all 3 of you. So we'll now see the meaning of this shloka. So again, recite after me. Tapasvibhya, then the ascetics.
Tapasvibhyo, the ascetics.
Adhikaha, greater.
Adhikaha,
Adhikaha
greater.
greater.
Yogi, the yogi.
Yogi, the yogi.
yogi.
Jnanibhya, then the wise.
Jnanibhya than the wise.
Api, also.
Api, also.
Mataha, considered.
Mataha,
considered.
Adhikaha, greater.
Adhikaha,
Greater.
Karmibhya, then the fruity workers.
कर्मिभ्य
than the fruity workers.
Cha, also.
Also.
Adhikaha, greater.
अधिकः
Greater.
Yogi, the yogi.
Yogi, the yogi.
Tasma, therefore.
तस्मात्
Therefore,
Yogi, a transcendentalist.
योगी
a transcendentalist.
Bhava, just become.
भवत्
Just become.
Arjuna, oh Arjuna.
Arjuna.
Oh Arjuna.
Okay, so what is the meaning of yogi here? Yogi Adityanath? What is Krishna saying? About whom?
No, only yogi.
Not Yogi Adityanath?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Sure. Yes. So here it is written, right? The meaning. Yogi means a transcendentalist. So who is a yogi? A yogi is the one who follows the path of yoga. Right? Any of the four paths he follows, karma, jnana, uh, Ashtanga or Bhakti, he is known as a yogi. So all of you also are yogis. You know that? No? Now you knew, right? Because you are following what path of which? Which path you are following? Or we are following? Out of the four, which path we are following currently?
Astang Yoga.
Tang yoga? Are we doing
The Gyan Yoga.
okay,
Gyan Yoga.
Jnana Yoga.
Sir, Karma Yoga. उनकी आवाज
Sir, Karma Yoga.
Sir, Gyan Yoga.
no. Everyone is point blank.
Sir, Dhyan Yoga.
Dhyan yoga. Okay. We got Dhyan yoga, Stang yoga, and Karma yoga. Anyone? Sorry, Dhyan yoga, Stang yoga, and thinks we are following Karma yoga.
Karma Yoga.
Okay, so everyone said all the answers, right? So no one is left. So let me say all. One of them should be right. Okay, Uddhav, what you are saying?
Sir, Bhakti Yoga.
Uddhav says Bhakti yoga. Okay, so I'll not answer this. I'll answer at the end of the session. Correct? So today's session, at the end of today's session. Please remind me if I forget. Okay.
Sir,
So,
Karma Yoga.
okay, I'll answer it at the end. Okay, then you will know. So, yes, so what is the meaning of this? First, we will see. The meaning here says a yogi is greater than the ascetic, greater than the empiricist, and greater than the fruity worker. Therefore, Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. So, what is the reason Krishna is giving here? Why you should become a yogi? A yogi is greater than an ascetic. Who is an ascetic? Ascetic means one who does tapasya. Tapasya is called as ascetic in English, right? So, Krishna is saying that yogi is greater than even the ascetic, right? Then he says he's greater than the empiricist. Who is the empiricist? Empiricist is basically the philosophers who read the shastras and who speculate, right? Right? And then the fruity worker. Fruity worker means karmi. So see, there is a difference between karma yogi and karmi, right? Karma yogi is not same as karmi, right? If you do simple action, then that is karma. If there is no there is no purpose of God there, right? If you do just simply you're performing action, you do not have any cognizance of the relationship with Krishna or the Supreme, then it is simple karma. Whereas if you do that same activity, knowing that uh, or trying to establish a connection with Krishna, then that becomes yoga. Similarly, if you're just reading scriptures without trying to understand or without trying to get a connection with Supreme, this is simple philosophy, reading philosophy. That is not Jnana Yoga. Don't get confused, right? But if you're doing that Jnana Yoga, activities of Jnana Yoga, sorry, you're doing that activities of Jnana or reading scriptures to get connected to Krishna, then that is Jnana Yoga. So you add the word yoga only when it helps us to establish a connection with the Supreme, right? So that is the difference here.
Sir, there
Similarly,
is a network issue. Sir, I join as sir. I will join again.
okay, sure. So So I was saying that similarly for Ashtanga also, if you're just doing meditation so that you get some powers, supernatural power, because by doing meditation you get some powers. You can fly in air, I told you. You can become light. You can you can become very small. You can become very large. You can become invisible kind of thing, right? You can get anything that you want. So all of those siddhis you can get by doing Ashtanga. But if the purpose is not connection with God, that's a simple Ashtanga activity, right? That is who an ascetic is. He has nothing to do with the Supreme Lord. But if that ascetic is doing it, the purpose is to get connected with God, then he will be said to be performing Ashtanga yoga. You understand the difference between just similar karma and karma yoga? They are two different things. They are not the same. Similarly, bhakta and sorry, in bhakta and you bhakti yogi is different, right? So if you do just normal bhakti of anyone, right, your boss or our country or our society, people are there who are very dedicated to their society, their country, but they are not cognizant of the fact of Krishna, of the Supreme. So they are just not the real bhakti yogi. The bhakti yogi is real when he is wanting to connect with the Supreme Lord. So that is why Krishna is saying that all of these normal people, normal activities, they are inferior. But one who has uh, a purpose to connect with me, connect with the Supreme, uh, then he is superior to all of these. So that is why you should become a yogi. So this is what Krishna is telling. Correct? This is the reason we should become all of us should try to become a yogi. Right? Now we'll see the benefits of yoga. I told you why we should become a yogi. Now we'll see some practical benefits. So all few benefits you already saw, like it makes your mind equipoised, it makes your mind pointed, focused attention, and hey, there are physical benefits as well. Correct? But the most important benefit we will learn in this shloka, right? And then we will watch a video for this. Or we'll see a story for this to understand it, how it is the best, how it is very important benefit. Okay, so this is from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2nd, shloka number 40. This is Krishna says the benefit of yoga. So again, we will, if you can recite after me. Neha Vikrama
Neha Bikrama
Krama
na Naswasti
Nasosti
pra, Prastyavayo
Pratyavaya
Pratyavayo
na Vidyate
Navidyate
Navidyate
Swalpam
Svalpam
Api Asya
Apiyasya
Apyasya
Dharmasya
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 Rayate
Trayate
Trayate
Mahato Bhayat
Mahato Bhaya
Mahato Bhayat
Neha Vikrama Naswasti
Neha
Neha
Vikrama
Vikramanasosti
Pratyavayo na Vidyate
Pratyavayo
Vayo na
Navidyate
vidyate
Swalpam Api Asya Dharmasya
Svalpam
Svalpamapiyasya
apyasya
dharmasya
dharmasya
Rayate Mahato Bhayat
Trayate
Trayate
Mahato
mato
Bhayat
bhaya
Neha Vikramana Swasti
Neha
neha vikrama
Vikramanasosti
swasti
Pratyavayo na Vidyate
Pratyavayo
pratyavayo
Navyavayo
na vidyate
Navidyate
Svalpamapi Asya Dharmasya
Svalpamapyasya dharmasya
apyasya dharmasya
Rayate Mahato Bhayat.
Trayate
jayate
Mahato
mato
Mahato
bhaya.
Bhayat
Yes, three volunteers. Okay, Vaishnavi.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Neha Vikram Anasosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swapam apyasya dharmasya chatyate Mahato bhaya.
Good. Thank you. Next, Dhruvi, please.
Yes, sir. Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita 2.40. Neha Bhikramanaso asti pratyavayo na vidyate swa alpam apya asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat.
Good. Okay. So, whom you have read. So, you'll get chance after everyone has got. Okay. So, next, Uddhav and Manasvi are remaining. So, Uddhav, you read.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I'm finding it difficult to read.
Okay, I'll help you, don't worry. You can repeat after me. Neha Vikramanaso asti
Neha Bhikramanasto asti
pratyavayo na vidyate
pratyavao na vidyate
swa alpamapi asya dharmasya
se aplam apya asya dharmasya
swa alpam api asya
se alpam api asya
dharmasya
dharmasya
trayate
trayate
mahato bhayat.
madhobhaya.
Good. Okay. Manasi, you are the last one, so you also try. You also read.
Yes, sir. Neha Bikrama Naso Asti Pratya Vayo Na Vidyate Swalpam Api Asya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat.
Good. Okay. Thank you all for reciting. Now we'll see the word by word meaning of it. Na, there is not.
No, there is not.
Iha, in this yoga.
Iha in this
In this yoga.
Abhikrama, in endeavoring.
Abhikrama.
In enduring.
Enduring.
Nasaha, loss.
Nasa. Loss.
Asti, there is.
Asti, there
Asti.
is.
There is.
Pratyavayaha, diminution.
Pratyavaya.
Diminution.
Diminution.
Na, never.
No,
Never.
Vidyate, there is.
Vidyate, there is.
Tu alpam, a little.
Tualpam. A little.
little.
Api, although.
Api,
Api.
although.
Although.
Asya, of this.
Asya. Of this.
Dharmasya, occupation.
Dharmasya.
Occupation.
Occupation.
Rayate, releases.
Trayate. Releases.
Mahata, from very great.
Mahata.
From
From very great.
Very great.
Bhayat, danger.
Bhaya.
Bhaya. Danger.
So what it is saying, the meaning says, in this endeavor, Krishna is saying, in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. And little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So Krishna is telling, which path? The path of yoga. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. If someone is following the path of yoga, any of the yogas, karma, jnana, sanga, or bhakti, there is no loss or whatever you perform activity, they become eternal. Right? That is why it is said. Only constant thing is bhakti, or only constant thing is connection, the activities that you do in connection with God. And even a little advancement on this path, even a little, if you progress on this path of yoga, you will be protected from the greatest kind of fears. And what all fears, here Krishna is talking about, it is unimaginable. So we will see one video. We'll see there is a drama, very nice drama, with where we will see. Okay, how many of you here are not comfortable with Hindi? Because this drama is going to be in Hindi. So who are not comfortable, please raise your hand. Mostly it is a graphics video, but there will be some talks which will be in Hindi. So here, anyone who has difficulty in Manasvi, you are okay with Hindi? Manasvi and Sai
Yes, sir.
Srinivasan?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I know Hindi, sir.
Okay, everyone here is comfortable, I suppose. So then we will see this video. All of you are ready. This is little harder. So not harder, but actually this will tell us about hell and heaven, right? So as I told you that we will be seeing it. What happens in hell and what happens in heaven. So these all things will be seen in this video. And how even a little seva, a little worship that you perform to the Supreme Lord, it helps you in the greatest danger. So I'm going to start this video. So if you feel anytime fear, don't worry. It's just for a short time, and all of us are here, right?
चित्रगुप्त जी महाराज, अगला पेश करो।
यमदूतो पेश करो।
Sir, the voice isn't coming. It's very low.
महाराज, इस मनुष्य ने ताउम्र मनुष्य जीवन के नियमों का उल्लंघन करते आया है, जैसा कि मदिरा पान करना, मांसाहार करना, अवैध संबंध करना तथा जुआ खेलना। और ये सारे कार्य इसने नियमित रूप से ताउम्र करते आया है, और ये लिखते लिखते मेरा बही खाता भर गया है और हाथ भी दर्द दे रहे हैं। महाराज तो आज स्वयं देख लीजिए।
चित्रगुप्त, मैंने निर्णय ले लिया। इस जी
So who is this personality? All of you recognize?
Yamraj.
Yamraj.
Yeah, Yamraj, and the person with him is
His minister Chitragupt.
yes.
जीव को 10 मिनट के लिए स्वर्ग और 10,000 साल के लिए नरक में भेज दो।
क्या 10,000 साल नरक में और केवल 10 मिनट स्वर्ग में?
तो बताओ राज, तुम किधर जाओगे पहले, स्वर्ग या फिर नरक?
बताओ, तुम्हें पहले किधर जाना है? स्वर्ग जाना है या नरक जाना है? मैंने सुना है नरक बहुत खराब जगह है, पर डिसीजन लेने से पहले मैं एक बार देखना चाहूंगा।
चित्रगुप्त, इसे नरक का दर्शन करवाओ।
ये देखो, इतनी सारी यातनाएं, मुझे पता होता तो ये सब गलत काम मैं कभी नहीं करता। इतनी सारी यातनाएं, मैं तेल में चला जाएगा। ठीक है, मैं पहले स्वर्ग जाना चाहूंगा, पर मैं जानना चाहता हूँ ये 10 मिनट स्वर्ग का मुझे क्यों दिया गया है। ये देखो, हेलो
हेलो,
कौन?
हेलो राज,
कौन?
मैं तेरा स्कूल फ्रेंड बोल रहा हूँ, श्रीकांत। भूल गया मुझे?
ओह श्रीकांत, कैसा है?
मैं तो बढ़िया हूँ, तू बता कैसा है? बहुत दिनों से बात नहीं हुई तेरे से।
मैं ठीक हूँ। हाँ ठीक हूँ मैं।
तेरे आवाज़ सुन के तो लगेगा तो ठीक है। सब ठीक ठाक है ना?
अरे यार, अब तू मेरा दोस्त है, तेरे को बताता हूँ यार, सब कुछ मैंने जिंदगी में किया। 12th में मैं 10 CGPA लेके आया, IIT JEE क्रैक किया, और उसके बाद मैंने 2 स्टार्टअप्स किया और बिजनेसेस, सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस, लेकिन सब कुछ फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग। किसी भी चीज में मुझे शांति नहीं। यहाँ तक कि 3 शादी मैंने की, सब बीवियां मुझे छोड़ के चली, डिवोर्स ले लिया सबने। यार बहुत ज्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हूँ लाइफ। इतना कुछ करने के बाद सब तरीके के नशे मैंने किए, बियर बार्स, रेस्टोरेंट, सब जगह मैं गया, लेकिन मेरे को बिल्कुल भी सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं। कुछ तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कहाँ से मेरे को सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलेगा, ढूंढ रहा हूँ, सब कुछ करके मैं देख रहा हूँ, लेकिन कहीं सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं मिलता।
तू है कहाँ पता अभी?
हाँ अभी तो कलकत्ता में ही।
अच्छा कलकत्ता में है ना? कल शाम को फ्री है? अगर फ्री है तो एक जगह आ सकता है मिलने?
बिल्कुल, कल मिलते हैं। ठीक ठीक ठीक। पता नहीं कहाँ बुला लिया श्रीकांत ने।
राज,
लेकिन आप कौन?
भूल गया यार, मैं श्रीकांत।
अबे श्रीकांत?
हाँ मैं।
लेकिन ये क्या हाल बना लिया है? अबे देख।
अरे यार तू बन गया इंजीनियर और मैं बन गया डॉक्टर। मन का
डॉक्टर
और आत्मा का। चल, और इतना दूर आ ही गए, पता है ये पास में हमारा मंदिर है इस्कॉन का।
मंदिर?
हाँ।
अबे मंदिर में टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करूंगा मैं।
मंदिर चलना यार, एक बार तो चलना
यार। ये टाइम वेस्ट मत करा यार मेरा तो इन सब चीजों में।
जिंदगी भर इतना कुछ तूने ट्राई किया है, इतना कुछ ट्राई कर लिया, एक बार मंदिर चलने में क्या प्रॉब्लम
यार?
ये सब तो सही यार। चल
यार अभी
यार, अरे चल तो यार, चल यार, सब कुछ ट्राई किया, इतना ट्राई करने में क्या जाता है? चल राज, आ जा यार। तो तू कहाँ है अभी? इस्कॉन के न्यू टाउन मंदिर में। और
क्या
मैं
फायदा है सब मंदिर आने का यार?
यार एक चीज बता, गाड़ी में पेट्रोल डालता है कि नहीं? तो गाड़ी में जब पेट्रोल डालता है, तेरी इतनी बड़ी गाड़ी है, जब गाड़ी में तू पेट्रोल डालता है तो पेट्रोल डालने से तेरी भूख मिटती है या गाड़ी की भूख मिटती है?
गाड़ी की मिटेगी यार, सही सी जाहिर सी बात है।
तो उसी प्रकार से जब भी हम लोग मंदिर जाते हैं, गीता पढ़ते हैं, शास्त्र पढ़ते हैं, जब हम भगवान से कनेक्टेड होते हैं तो हमारे अंदर की आत्मा की भूख मिटती है, इसीलिए हम लोग मंदिर आते हैं। समझा?
कुछ भी मतलब
यार। अच्छा एनीवेज, तू मंदिर आया है, अभी देख, तू पहली बार मंदिर आ रहा है और मैं तो इतने साल से हूँ। एटलीस्ट एक बार गोविंद जी के सामने मत्था टेक ले यार।
अबे राज नाम है मेरा, आज तक किसी के सामने नहीं झुका हूं, और यहाँ माथा टेकूंगा मैं?
सच बता रहा तू? कंपनी में बॉस के सामने मत्था नहीं टेका तूने?
बिल्कुल।
ओके, बिजनेस पार्टनर के सामने? और तो और, चल छोड़, 3 बीवी है ना तेरी? अरे इतने 3 के सामने मत्था नहीं टेका तूने? अरे गोविंद जी के सामने मत्था टेकने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है तेरे को? हाँ, भगवान के पास आया यार, हमारा परमानेंट रिलेशनशिप है भगवान के साथ। इनके सामने मत्था टेकने में क्या दिक्कत है? भगवान की वजह से तो तेरे को इतना सक्सेस मिला है, तो क्या दिक्कत है यार भगवान के सामने मत्था टेकने में?
कुछ भी यार,
उन्हीं का दिया हुआ है सब। अच्छा ठीक है, तुम मत्था नहीं टेकेगा?
मैं नहीं टेकूंगा मत्था यार।
तेरे लिए कुछ एक ऐसी चीज करता हूँ, ये फूल, ये भगवान को फूल अर्पण कर दे, ठीक है? और कह देना गोविंद समर्पयामि, बस इतना सा है, सिंपल। तुझे कुछ नहीं करना है, बस भगवान को कुछ तो कर। 3 बीवी है ना तेरी, बीवियों को फूल तो दिया होगा, तो भगवान को फूल देने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
चल ठीक है यार, कह रहा है तो।
गोविंद समर्पयामि,
गोविंद समर्पयामि।
यमदूतो इसे स्वर्ग ले जाओ। महाराज, एक अजीब घटना घट गई महाराज।
क्या हुआ चित्रगुप्त?
यमदूतों ने खबर लाया है कि वह राज स्वर्ग से गायब हो गया।
घबराओ मत चित्रगुप्त।
क्या ये सपना था या सच्चाई? मैं बहुत अभागा हूं कि मैंने अपना सारा जीवन पाप कर्म में लगाया, लेकिन मेरा वो दोस्त श्रीकांत, जिसने मुझसे भगवान को फूल चढ़वाया, उस छोटी सी सेवा के कारण ही मैं आज इस जगह पर हूं। मैं बहुत खुश हूं। अगर वो नहीं होता और मुझे उस भक्त का संग नहीं मिला होता तो मेरा क्या होता। भगवान कितने कृपालु हैं कि इतनी छोटी सी सेवा का भी इतना बड़ा फल उन्होंने मुझे दिया। लेकिन अब इस अवसर को मैं व्यर्थ नहीं जाने दूंगा। इस अवसर को मैं भगवान की सेवा में लगाना चाहता हूँ। हे भगवान कृष्ण, परम कृपालु, मेरी सेवा स्वीकार करें। गोविंदम समर्पयामि, गोविंदम समर्पयामि, गोविंदम समर्पयामि, गोविंदम समर्पयामि, गोविंदम समर्पयामि, गोविंदम समर्पयामि, गोविंदम समर्पयामि।
और उसके बाद विष्णु दूत आए और उसे लेकर वैकुंठ धाम चले गए।
यह तो काफी अद्भुत घटना हो गई महाराज।
तो देखा चित्रगुप्त, यही है श्री कृष्ण की भक्ति की महिमा। अगर कोई भी जीव भगवान श्री कृष्ण की थोड़ी सी भी भक्ति करे तो वो इस संसार के बड़े से बड़े खतरे से मुक्त हो सकता है।
जी महाराज।
और उसे लांग कर वैकुंठ लोक जा सकता है।
Sir, when I watched the video, I'm not sure, but Srikant ji looked like Manoj sir.
No, Srijan ji was Govind, his Govind Ghosh Prabhu. You know him?
No, sir, I don't know him.
Okay, he is from Calcutta. Okay. So, all of you, how many of you understood the story? Please raise your hands. Bhumi, Sai Srinivasan, Astha, Vaishnavi, Dhruvi, Manasi. Everyone understood? Did you understand? Do I need to explain?
No, sir, I understood.
Okay, do I need to explain it, or like it's understandable, right? The same thing that we were discussing, right? Even a little service that you do for the Lord, or a little progress on the path of devotion of yoga can free you from the greatest of danger. What was the danger here? What was the danger that Raj was saved from?
So the danger was that that the boy adapted many sins, and but just offered a flower to the god. He was saved from the dangerous fear.
What was the dangerous fear?
The
Fear?
dangerous fear was that he could be transformed into hell.
Right. That was how he was saved from going to hell. And how did he use the opportunity that he got for 10 minutes? He went to swerve. But how did he use it?
Chanting the Lord's name.
And
Yes, sir.
offering the flowers to Krishna. So
Yes, sir.
actually, it was not shown. Yes.
And so when he
Mm-hmm.
landed into the valley, he was very thankful for the God for saving him, and he also thought the God was so merciful that even a small offer, he could accept a small offer also.
Hmm. So, so are we in a better position than Raj?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At least we know this, and we have so many flowers around us to offer. So definitely, uh, you know, every day, one of the practices is to offer some food or some flowers to Krishna, right? So I told you about meditation. I told you about chanting, everyday chanting. Every day, one another habit you can inculcate is offering something to Krishna. It's anything. It can be small tulsi leaf also. All of you have tulsi in your house? How many of you have tulsi in your house?
Sorry, sir,
Tulsi
which
ji?
plant?
Tulsi plant.
Yes, sir, I have.
So
I
I
suppose
have.
everyone must be having. Good. So what you can do every day after you take a bath, you pluck one tulsi leaf, except on Dwadasi, right? On Dwadasi days, we should not pluck tulsi, right? If you see the calendar, you can find which is the Ekadashi and which is the Dwadasi day. So day after Ekadashi is Dwadasi. On that day, we do not pluck tulsi leaf. But on other days, you can pluck, and every day you offer one tulsi leaf to Krishna. Right. This is one another habit. You can inculcate in yourself, and you will see that it will lead to a lot of devotion coming up in your heart. Right. You'll have a lot of you'll develop a deep connection with God, because when you offer something to God, God accepts it and He reciprocates. Right. Because what will happen if let's say someone gives you some gift? Do you feel good about him?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you are gifting something to Krishna. Krishna says patram puspam phalam toyam. So patram is you're offering a tulsi leaf. A tulsi leaf is nothing. You do not have to cook anything. You do not have to buy something. You have at your home very easily. Just bathe properly. You take a bath. You pluck a tulsi leaf. You wash it properly with water, and you keep it at the lotus feet of Krishna. Every day, if you do it, you will see your devotion very much will increase, and you will have you will feel reciprocation of Krishna personally, right? So, I have seen it, and many devotees do it. So that is why I'm sharing it with you. Make it a practice. These two things: chanting every day and offering tulsi leaves to Krishna, and uh, you will see that your life will be transformed, right? Okay. So there, still some part of this yoga is not complete actually. Some part of it is remaining, but the majority of the things I already discussed. correct? And the only thing is remaining is the four yogas, the four types of yogas, and which one is the best. Four types of yogas you already have discussed. All of you have or will prepare homework
Bhakti
on
yoga
that.
is the best.
Yes, we will see from references also. We will see from examples. We'll see that how Bhakti Yoga is the best, right? So that we'll do in the next class. I think we do not have. It's 10:37. What should we do? So tomorrow is the last class. I don't know whether I will do finish it or not. So okay, what I'll do is let me complete in this class only. This I'll take 3 minutes till 10:40. I'll close by 10:40. Otherwise, we'll not be able to finish. At least I want to finish this topic. Okay, 3 minutes I'll take. So this video already we saw. Now after this, you know, uh, the different yoga. So nishkam karma. That means karma yoga. So what is the definition of karma? One of you can quickly read. Anyone, please read.
Sir, can I?
Yes, please read.
Nishkama karma. Perform your duty without attachment to results.
So this is Niskam Karma Yoga, or this is Karma Yoga basically, right? And what it says, so there is one sloka which is related to it. I will not ask you to read. I'll just recite it and give it as a homework for you to practice. So this is sloka
Sir, I know the
2.47.
shloka.
Okay, good. If you know, that's good. So the sloka says 2.47. कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूर् मा ते संगस्तो कर्मणि. What is the meaning? Meaning says, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So that means Krishna is saying, you do your duty, and don't get attached to the results, right? If you do these two things, then that means you are nishkama karma yogi, right? And also we should not be attached to lethargy. We should not be lazy in doing our actions, right? We should be do our best and leave the rest to Krishna, right? This is the mantra for karma yoga, right? And then comes the Gyan yoga. Next person, one of you read.
Sir, may I read?
So may I read?
Okay, Uddhav reads. Next, you can read me.
Gyan Yoga, cultivation of knowledge.
Yes. So Jnana Yoga means you cultivate knowledge. You read different scriptures, you read different shastras, right? And try to understand who is the supreme. Right? And Jnana Yoga is superior to Karma Yoga, right? Because Jnana Yogi is at a higher level, right? Then comes the Ashtanga Yoga. Okay, Bhumi read. Anyone please read?
Sir, can I? Sir, may I read?
So can I
Okay, who
read?
is not? Yes, Bhumi. Go ahead.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Astanga Yoga, mechanical meditation to control mind and senses and focus one concentration on Supreme.
So this is Ashtanga Yoga. What you do meditation. You sit in different postures. You stand on one leg, or you stand, you close your eyes and you do austerity. You do not eat for many days and do not drink water. You do not breathe also. Like all of those things happen. And then you remember the Supreme Lord. You focus. You recite one mantra. One of the mantras is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And this is Dhruv Maharaj, right? In the picture you are seeing, this is Dhruv Maharaj. And yes, but Vishnu is coming by getting pleased by Dhruv Maharaj. This is about the Ashtanga Yoga. And then comes the Bhakti Yoga. Okay. Sai Srinivasan read.
Yes, sir. Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of heart. All yoga culminate in Bhakti Yoga.
All yogas culminate in Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is known as the yoga of heart, right? So what other activities in Bhakti Yoga? You are worshipping the Lord, you are chanting Kirtan, you are reading about the Lord, you are hearing Katha of the Lord, right now that we are doing, right? We are remembering the Lord, we are trying to understand about the Lord. And Bhakti Yoga is the one which contains all of the practices of other yoga. Just like in Bhakti Yoga, we do chanting. So what is chanting? Chanting is coming from the Ashtanga Yoga. Chanting meditation is one part of Ashtanga Yoga, which is also a part of Bhakti Yoga. Then, why? Because we are doing it with devotion. So anything that you do with devotion, with your heart, then that becomes Bhakti Yoga. So even if you are reading scriptures, but your goal is, I want to develop love for Krishna, then that is Bhakti Yoga. Even if you are hearing classes on Bhagavad Gita, your goal is that you want to understand Krishna, you want to know more about Krishna, then that is Bhakti Yoga. And you want to develop love for Krishna. Even if you are doing your job, even if you're every day going to work, but your focus is that I should serve Krishna and his devotees, then that is also Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the collection of all other yogas. It can contain all the activities based on what is your intention. If your intention is to serve Krishna, then that is Bhakti Yoga. Correct? Now, what is the supreme? Okay, now tell me the answer. Which yoga are we following?
Gyan Yoga.
Till Gyan Yoga?
Sir, Gyan Mudra.
Till Gyan Yoga?
Sir,
I told you
Bhakti
that.
Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga.
Yes, we are performing Bhakti Yoga. Why? Because
Bhakti Yoga.
why we want to, why we are hearing these scriptures, or why we are reading Bhagavad Gita. The purpose I told you is to develop our love for Krishna. If you want to understand about Krishna, you want to serve him, you want to uh, develop love for him, then that becomes Bhakti Yoga. Correct? We are all followers of Bhakti Yoga, right? Good. So now, uh, this is the last shloka, and I will end with this. So the shloka, you can take all of you can take a picture of it. 6.47. Any one of you can take a picture. You can share in the group. I'll just recite the shloka, and yeah. So this is Bhagavad Gita 6.47. I'll just recite it. Listen carefully, and this is a homework. All the shlokas that we discussed yesterday is a homework for all of you to practice. So the shloka says, Krishna is saying here, Yoginam api sarvesam madgatte antaratmanah sadhavan bhajate yumam tame yukta tamo mataha. So Krishna here is telling which is the topmost yoga. He says, of all the yogis, of all
Sir,
types
this
of
is
yogis,
homework.
yes, homework. Of all the yogis, the one who is abiding in me and always thinking of me within himself in full faith, rendering transcendental loving service to me, is the greatest yogi. This is the meaning here. I will show you in the exact translation as well. Where is it? Yes, this is the exact translation here. And of all the yogis, the one with great faith who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. That means Krishna is telling about which yoga here?
Bhakti
Which
Yoga.
yoga he is telling about?
Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga. Right. So he's telling, thinking of Krishna, I told you, is done in Bhakti Yoga, and translate and loving and love for Krishna, that is comes in Bhakti Yoga. So Krishna here clearly tells in Bhagavad Gita that Bhakti Yoga is the topmost of all the four yogas. And good thing is we are also
The homework.
followers of Bhakti Yoga. Yes, that is so you took a picture.
Sir, I did not take a picture.
Someone okay, I will again reshare. I'll all the shlokas, please take a picture and share in the group, one of you. So what all shlokas we discussed today, I know it's going to share. Okay, Uddhav has shared. So anyone wants to again take this is the second time opportunity, please take it, and I'll just keep it for 2-3 seconds and move on. This is Bhagavad Gita 6.46.
So we have to do this also.
Yes, all the shlokas are homework. And not just for today, you can take your time. Tomorrow also there will be no homework. So tomorrow also you can practice. Okay. This is shloka number 1 to practice. You took picture?
Sir, I have to send this also.
Yes. All the this one also.
Sir, done.
Done? Okay.
Yes,
Next next one is this one. Take for this one also. 2.40.
sir, sent.
Okay. Next this one for 2.47.
Sir, done.
And the last one is this one. 6.47.
Sir, I have already sent this.
Okay, so I think that completes our discussion on the science of yoga. So we completed in this, few topics. We could not complete the whole thing that I wanted to cover. There is still one topic, which is the material and the spiritual worlds. We could not cover. And also some do's and don'ts from Bhagavad Gita. But anyways, these were the most important things that should be learned, that one must know from Bhagavad Gita to be covered. So thank you all for being a part of this session. Tomorrow we are going to have a final session. So all of you who have made art and craft and all those things, you can share it to me in the group, and tomorrow we will have the same format. We will have one guest speaker, and we will have a quiz, and we will have showcase of all the art and craft that we have shared. Anyone wants to sing one bhajan or some sloka, they can send me a link, right?
Sir, can I show you my homework like yesterday's?
Yeah, please.
Sir, 1 second, I'll just turn my.
So should I send the picture of the yoga chart in the WhatsApp group?
All the homework that you did, share it with me.
Okay, sir.
And the slokas you remember, you can also share a video. And tomorrow is the time. So I think I gave you how many slokas to remember? Today I gave 4. Before that I gave
8.
4 again. 8 and 1, 9. The first one was in the first class, correct? The first sloka of Ishvara Parama Krishna.
I'm counting that and I'm saying 8.
Okay, including that, is it 8?
Yes, sir. First you give 1 sloka. After that you give 3 slokas and now 4 slokas.
Okay, so remember all of these slokas. So 8 classes and 8 slokas, right? So remember them. They are the most important part of the Bhagavad Gita. So there are many other also, but these are the ones that are the basis. So remember them, and not just for this class, it will help you in the whole of your life. Okay, so Dhruvi, are you going to show?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll just spotlight Dhruvi, and this we will end.
Sir, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Okay, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, they are drawn. Okay, nice. So similar things, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. You shared it in the WhatsApp group?
No, sir. Today I'll share it.
Okay, so you share it. And if possible, you know, as much possible, you can record your things and you can share with me so that it remains with us for a longer time.
Yesterday
And
I did all my homeworks. Today I'll share this.
okay. Um, Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. So I think now we can end it here. So thank you all for joining. And my bad, it got little delayed, but yeah, it was the last session, and we will end it here. Yes, Vaishnavi, any questions?
Sir, when is the last class? Yesterday.
Tomorrow is going to be the last class for this course, correct? We started on Sunday, we'll end on Sunday. Tomorrow we will not have.
Some
Mhm.
activities like drawings or singing like this.
Yes, yes, yes. The drawing or singing, bhajan or shloka recitation, all of those things you can do.
Sir, can I dance?
You want to do dance?
Yes, I'm a Bharatanatyam dance.
Okay, yeah, you can do. Okay. We'll now we'll limit all the participants to for performances to 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes, all of you, to perform. You can do it in shloka, bhajan, or dance, or art and craft, whatever you want. Right, but please keep it 5 minutes. It's a humble request. Otherwise, it may get little delayed for all the other participants. Okay. Yes. So hope I can now end. Remove spotlight. Okay. So thank you all for joining today. And have a nice day. And I really pray that all of you get benefited by this knowledge, right? And you get the blessings of Krishna. And also you spread his message of Bhagavad Gita to others also, right? When you learn, you should also share it with others, right? So thank you all for joining, and Hare Krishna. Have a nice day.
Sir,
Krishna, sir.
sir,
Yes,
excuse me,
Vaishnavi.
sir. Today is my birthday, sir.
Oh, today is your birthday.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful. How old have you become now? Today?
13, sir.
Okay, 13 years. So yes, so my wonderful wishes for your year ahead and the future, and my sincere prayers to the lordships Radha Govind and Gaurnita Indiganand Baldev Subhadra Rani Prabhupada, that they may bless you, that you become their wonderful devotee and do wonderful service.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
very
thank
much
you.
for joining. Yes. Thank you very much for joining, and have a good time. We hope to meet again. Right? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir.